This is Tribunus, and I have here with me Anubis Alive. This will be our first video of a League of Legends replay. And actually we were somewhat prearranged. Krapow was also on with us. I noticed some rather humorous things. Onion Pants, love the name. By the way, onions have layers. And Manuelacho, is that like a Hispanic Cho'Gath? So anyway, looks like a good matchup here.
I still think Sona's hot.
Well, I think they try and do that with most of the League of Legends women.
Yes.
I'd be worried about you if you said that about Annie. So welcome to the first edition of the unofficial LOL Tribune, which is only appropriate considering I'm Tribunus. And with us also we have Anubis Alive. And also we were just three of us pre-made. Krapow, who will not be speaking in this edition, was also here. And yes, by the way, Nocturne, you may have mid. By the way, if I were you, I'd watch out for Annie.
Yeah, she's a mean little girl.
What we'll be pointing out here is how well certain pairs can work out. In this case, Singed and Ashe work very well together, as you'll be seeing here shortly.
On my way.
"30 seconds until minions spawn."
And here they catch a Moo early, but they are not going to get him. You'll notice his health doesn't show up correctly because this is a after replay, and I wasn't there to actually be able to see his health.
Minions have spawned.
And here we go. By the way, Jack's not smart. And again, Jack's still not very smart, but I think he'll be alright. By the way, that was not a good toss. By the way, not a good idea to get that close to a turret that early.
Yeah, Nunu got a little greedy there. Gordon Gecko is not correct in League of Legends. Greed is not good in this game, actually.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Ouch.
By the way, that was still a good job of Sona to get the kill. We'll take a 1-for-1, but unfortunately they got the first blood. By the way, we assume no responsibility for the chat that appears in-game.
I'm a very large fan of Ashe as a character personally, and you can see, even though you have two great DPS champions sitting there that they're laning against on top, that they're constantly keeping the Jax and the Aurelia at bay, keeping them up against their tower, keeping them hurt.
One way we do this is that I'm essentially building a wall in front of Ashe, a wall of gas, beautiful picture, but that way they have to go through that. Not only that, if they get close to Ashe, as we know both these characters have a jump and a stun, then I'll do this to them.
Yeah, I don't like the button push. I think we should leave it so you...
I won't really be focusing on bottom lane. They do have quite a tough time down there for a while, but they do fine. And also, I appear to be ignoring Nocturne mid Anubis, but he does okay there too, although Annie is a very tough person to mid against in that case.
Yeah, the Annie was not great mid, and I'm not really familiar with playing Nocturne, so it was a pretty nice setup actually, because had I been against a good Annie, I would have just fed there a lot.
You'll see up here though, Ashe is just putting a constant harass on them. They're not able to get a whole lot of last hits. They are getting a few. Whereas me and Krapow are just getting, well, all the minions virtually.
Yeah, their turret is really denying them a lot of last kills, which is denying them a lot of gold. They're getting the experience, but they're really going to be item poor if this continues.
An ally has been slain.
I realize a lot of times people do start out with Singed with a door and shield. In this case, I'm going for a Rod of Ages earlier, is why I have the Sapphire Crystal. Besides the fact it actually adds to my health due to Singed innate.
An ally has been slain.
By the way, I don't think that one is planned in the bottom lane. Again, he jumps on my Ashe, so I toss him off. And yes, Jax, I can see you went in the grass. That was not smart of Jax at all.
What an idiot. That was dumb. I'm gonna jump in on the Singed. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm not trying to knock him. I mean, he may be a very good player for all I know. A very tough matchup for him. Jax's really only good way to come after us is to jump on us. He should have jumped on Ashe instead of on me, but either way I would have tossed him and we would have killed him.
Yeah, that was a tactical error, but you are doing a great job protecting Ashe, so I mean, he's probably getting a little desperate for some gold here and was trying to make something happen.
Nice frost arrow. Didn't really help a whole lot, but didn't hurt anything because it'll be back soon. I believe the whole idea there was slow him down a little bit while Krapow bounces back. He's got teleport, I've got teleport. They're going to push a little bit, but they won't be getting anywhere. You gotta love Sona. Not only does she heal you, she can pack a lot of damage with a good Sona. You'll see how we stage this. Krapow bounces, buys what he needs to, recharges. I do the same with the double tally. We're right back at it. We're getting close to the end of the laning stage here. Pretty soon we're going to be having a gank come in, and things will start turning a little better our way overall. By the way, fairly good job on Nunu. He actually almost had a double kill there. Nice ult there, Nocturne.
Another display of greed is not good.
But a 1-for-1, we'll take that. Nice job hunting her down there, Nunu, by the way. Nice stun there, Aurelia. Almost had me, but fortunately Ashe is really packing here, and I put poison out.
Yeah, and what happened is Annie is actually still down and not in mid, so I make the choice right now to go ahead and use my telly, and I telly up top and help them push this turret really hard.
Which I'm sure they were not expecting that. They were probably expecting to get the kill. Had she got that stun on Ashe, it would have turned around a whole lot differently. But since I'm staying in front of Ashe, they really have no choice but to try this.
Yeah.
You'll notice how I run around behind here. That's in case Aurelia is dumb and hasn't bounced. She has bounced. But it also allows me to make sure that this turret is dead. Great gank, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't get a kill, but we got the turret, which is way more important than the kill anyway.
Well, and we did get the jacks.
You got you guys had already gotten the jacks, so that was a tactical error on their part. So it really opened up that top lane now that they actually had freedom now that they didn't have to be tied to that lane, and they could move around for other ganks. You can already see it's affected Annie mid. She already.
Nice try on the frost arrow.
Boom! It hit.
It actually hit. I didn't realize that.
That was a great
that
shot
was awesome.
With that arrow.
I think Amumu may have slightly overextended there. Need to work on that gas, Nunu. I heard him burp there. He's almost as bad as Singed. And as was said, now that that upper turret is down, we clear these minions back, you're going to see a whole lot more laning. It's really nice to be able to be a turret ahead early on, because that allows you to do more laning than they can. We actually are going to put a fairly good